So, what is a motherboard? Okay guys, so what is a motherboard again? So that's what we're gonna talk about in this video. So, but before that, I would like to ask you to subscribe and hit the notification button in order to be updated to my latest video. So my YouTube channel is Kriyamar channel. So now let's define what is a motherboard. So a motherboard is the main component of a computer system. Okay, so the motherboard is referred to as a mobo, mainboard, backplane board, busboard, planar board, or system board. Okay, the motherboard is a printed circuit board that is the foundation of a computer and allows the CPU and the RAM and other hardware components to function and communicate with each other. And now we're going to the part of the computer. So let's first discuss the part of the computer system. So we have a 4-pin CPU fan pinout. So 4-pin connection is 4-pin connector are usually used by the CPU fan with a higher power consumption. As you can see, we have a 4-pin CPU fan pinout. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the CPU fan. Okay. We have a CPU fan. Okay. You can see the CPU fan. This is the CPU fan. And as you can see, the CPU fan is attached to heatsink. So heatsink is usually the one who absorbs the heat from the CPU processor. So by using a thermal paste. So, okay. Look, as you can see, this is the processor. So it can be attached to heatsink by a thermal paste. So this is what we call a CPU processor. So CPU stands for Central Processing Unit, and then we have a CPU lever in order to lock the CPU. And then we have what we call the CPU socket. So that's what we attach the CPU processor in units. So CPU is what we call the main brain of the computer system. So we have two types of computer. We have two types of processor, the CPU processor, which is the Intel and the AMD. So what I have today is AMD processor. Example of AMD processor. And now let's go on to the Now let's go into the 12-port B-pin CPU power connection too. So this device sends the CPU voltage requirement usually via sense pins on the processor and calibrate itself to provide the proper voltage to run the CPU. So let's go on to another part, which is 24-pin ADX power connector. So ADX stands for the Advanced Technology Extended. Okay, as you can see, we have the 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. And now we go on to the front panel connector. So let's zoom in. This is a front panel connector. So this front panel connector is where the connector of hard disk drive activity light, case speaker, reset button, power and off button, computer power on light, and key light that are connected to make them function smoothly. Okay, that is the brown panel connector. And then we have what we call a seamless battery. So we can use each tweezer. So the purpose of this seamless battery is to keep the clock chip running even when power is off. Okay. And from the right we see a jumper, which is red and white. So let's zoom in order you to see. Okay, this is a jumper. So this jumper is a short length of conductor used to close a break in and a bypass part of an electrical circuit. So these jumpers are typically used to set up or configure printed circuit board such as the motherboard and the computer. So this is the jumper. And now we go on to the north bridge. So this north bridge is the one that connects the central processing unit to other primary components in the system. These components include the RAM, which aka for system memory. So the front side bus, the PCI Express card, and the AGV card. And this is what we call a south bridge that handle all the computer I/O functions such as the USB, the audio, the serial, and the system files. The ISS bus, the interrupt controller, and the IDE channel. And now we go on to this. So as I have said, this is what we call a memory slot or memory socket or RAM slot. So this is what we allows the computer memory to be inserted to the computer. So this is the example of RAM memory. Yeah, we inserted to the RAM socket. Okay. And now let's go on to the PCI slot. So this is a PCI slot. This PCI slot is provide a medium to expand the capabilities of the PC by adding like a modem card, audio card, and Ethernet card. And so we have what we call a AGV slot. So this is the one type of a video card available. AGV card are automatically detected as inbuilt video card when it's connected to the AGV slot of system. They provide the better resolution on the onboard integrated video. So we have this example of video cards. So as we inserted on this AGV slot. That's it. So okay, let's remove it. Okay, we have what we call AMR slot, the audio modem riser. So we have a SATA connector, SATA port. So this is what we insert in SATA. This is for a hard drive and a DVD drive. Okay. So let's now go on to the back panel I/O connector. So this is the several input-output interface. So let's discuss it one by one. So we have what we call a PS2 port for a mouse or a PS2 for a keyboard. So PS2 is usually green for mouse and violet for keyboard. So we have an example of PS2 mouse. PS2 mouse. Yes, that's it. And then we have also an example of a PS2 keyboard. This will be violet. That's what we inserted. So now we go on to the integrated video, which is Usually we have essential 1 unit, which is a DVI. No, a VGA, which is stand for video graphic array. So different motherboard have kind of other integrated video. So as you can see on the video card, we have this kind of integrated video, which is DVI. DVI stands for Digital Versatile Interface. And this is VGA again, which is stand for Video Graphic Array, and then we have a HDMI, stand for High Definition Multimedia Interface. Okay, so now let's go on to the another part, which is the USB port. So we have several USB port because there are so many different peripherals that utilize the USB interface, such as the camera. So this, we have example the camera. We inserted this. We utilize the USB interface. We have also for the keyboard, mouse, and for the printer. That's it. Okay. So okay, we go onto the network interface card. So this is the one port that is designed for internet. So we usually inserted the RJ45, or what we call the LAN cable, that we use for an internet connection. Okay, we now go onto the sound card. So we have a kind of microphone input, and we have a audio input, and for the kind of stereo, I think. Okay, so that is the part of the motherboard. So thank you for watching, and see you on the next video. Thank you so much.